Hello everybody, this is the Gruesome Fox coming at you with a match here in the recently buffed Double Zeta Gundam. This is going to be a 650 cost match here. It's going to be the level 1 Double Zeta, and yeah, it was recently buffed in the December 2023 unit adjustments. And yeah, I wanted to really focus on this suit here because the Double Zeta is a unit I've been playing even like before it got buffed. I've been playing it a bit more, really trying to use it, because I don't remember how long I've had it for, but it's kind of one that just kind of caught my interest from, just trying to play something different than the usual 650 options. And well, from what I've heard, the suit was considered to be pretty mid, and usually when I kind of hear those kind of ways that are used to describe a suit, I usually try to think of ways like, oh, I mean, this suit does have this or that going for it. It does have some good stuff, which the Zeta Gundam does kind of fall, well, not the Zeta Gundam, the Double Zeta does kind of fall into that category. It does have a few good things going for it, but I kind of have to agree with the past opinions on this, because 650 just has so many really good generals. You got the Gustav Karl, for example. That's a really good one. You have the Psycho Doga, and those are just in the general categories. You also have raids like the Jesta Team A, which is really good. And you got a few supports that I could mention as well. But yeah, just lots of really good stuff. And when you consider the Double Zeta compared to the Enhanced Double Zeta or the Full Armor Double Zeta, then yeah, you kind of see the comparison going on here. So yeah, well, enough of my blabbering there. We're gonna jump into what they actually buffed about this suit here and see what they did to kind of enhance it here. So as usual, we're gonna start off with the unit features here. The unit HP was increased from 20,000 to 21,500. Melee resistance was increased from 18 to 25. The unit skill Biosensor ability level 1 was increased to level 2. For the level 1 specifically, unit speed was increased from 110 to 115, and the special arms equipment buffer level 1 was increased to level 2. For the level 2 version, that's at 700, the range attack boost was increased from 32 to 36. Melee attack was increased from 38 to 42, the speed was increased from 115 to 120, and the special arms equipment buffer level 1 was increased to level 3. And finally we have the main melee weapon. This was the only weapon that got buffed here, being the Double Zeta Hyper Beam Saber. For level 2, the power was increased from 3,000 to 3,200. So yeah, a lot of really good stuff going on there. I'd say the biggest thing here might be the biosensor getting increased to level 2. Probably that's the biggest thing I can really say here. But they did do a lot of things to try to tank up the Double Zeta as well. As I mentioned, they buffed the resistances and its HP. So some very nice stuff going on there, especially with these buffers, for the skills now. Increased buffers, always nice to have a little bit of extra there, so I can see here that they did have a bit of an intention of what they were trying to do when they buffed the Double Zeta. And yeah, I've been really enjoying these suits. As I mentioned, 650 just feels like one of those costs, there isn't really a whole lot of options, those really good suits I mentioned, and then that's kind of mostly what you see, which is why I tried picking up this suit recently. Just really wanted to try to get something new, and I did. I also was trying to get a match with this, so this is going to be pretty much my Double Zeta match for quite a while, it seems. But yeah, I would say overall it feels like some really good buffs from the experience I have playing it pre-buff. I do think it does feel really nice. It does feel like it's going to be a much better suit to use, a bit more of a I don't want to say a viable option, because I don't want to say the Double Zeta was again, I agree with the idea that it was a bit more of a mid suit, just because of things like power creep from, I think this was the first 650 in the game, so kind of after a while, once they release, start just releasing new stuff, it's going to fall into that kind of situation where they're going to have to buff it eventually, just to kind of keep it up with what we have today. Because, oh yeah, there's also the Nerida Gundam C-Packs, being a 4-star 650, so quite a bit there that the Double Zeta would just have to compete with in, like, all three, like, different classes, so not really surprised to see this really get a buff. I think the first time either, because I know the last time I remember them buffing this was, like, when they added the back cannons, and it was kind of after that, I think, when I started playing it, so I really don't have any experience with the suit before it got those shoulder cannons, but everything I played after that was kind of after that, like, I guess I could say notable buff. I don't know if this suit actually got buffed again after that. Not entirely sure to my knowledge, so, yeah, but overall, yeah, it just feels like it's going to be much better in the long run. As I was saying, it doesn't feel like it's going to be like in that mid category anymore. It feels like it's going to be able to kind of hold its own a bit more, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. It doing a lot of damage to that Zaku 3 custom there. Wow. The enemy team looks like they might have 2 raids for this match, so if I'm lucky, yeah, you can see with that Beam Saber downswing there. Totally whiffed that second one though, but as you can see, the suit is capable of doing some pretty decent damage if you're able to kind of use your weapons here. As you can see, you have the back shoulder missiles, or not really shoulder, but the backpack missiles, and those are really good damage dealers as well. But yeah, I'd say overall it's a pretty good buff. So I think after this one, I'm going to have one more of the buffed suits that I plan on covering. And I think that's going to end up being the new Gundam, so just a little bit of a spoiler there for kind of what I plan on covering next. Maybe I'll try to do a split in between, because I do want to make a video about the situation battles, the newest one with the Alex and stuff, but I'm still trying to get a match with the Zeon side with that. And I've played, like, how many matches now? Like, 12 matches? And I have still not gotten Zeon. I've literally played the Alex like 4 times. I'm honestly kind of tired of it. Like, I just want to get the Zeon side at least once, because I want to see what it's like for that one, but we're nearing the last few seconds here, so I'm going to focus back on the Double Zeta Gundam. Try not to stir way too far from what is really the focus of this video. Looks like there is a support over here. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but whatever it is, something just hit me with a downswing. I think that may have been my teammate, though. Looks like it was the A-Team Jester. Oh, yeah, I see we have a, what is it, the Rizal Defensor unit. That's a really good support. That kind of falls under what I was mentioning earlier with just really good suits at this cost. But, yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2... gonna get stunned in that last second there, but hey, gonna do one more dodge roll, but hey, good work. Timeout, and let's see how we did here with the buffed Double Zeta Gundam. And mission completed. And looks like top in individual and top in damage. Going to send a few praises around. First place overall with 5 kills and 1 loss. Top in damage, or not top in damage, top in individual score. Well, also top in damage as well, so yeah, not too bad there, so yeah, that's going to really do it for this match here. Again, just really a suit I wanted to cover because it's one I've been trying to play a bit more recently, so now that it's buffed, it's going to give me a bit more incentive to really, like, you know, start playing it a bit more, because I really want to try some different things than what I've been usually doing, because it just kind of gets boring after a while. I just think with, like, how many suits, like, higher costs have been getting, it shouldn't feel like that, but then it's also quite difficult to get these suits. So, for now, really just going to play with, you know, the mobile suits I have, and really just work from there. That's going to be the end of this video here. Comment down below what you think about the buffed Double Zeta Gundam. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.